What up, YouTube Live? Uh, Let me center myself here. There you go. Sometimes I am curious about cell phone cameras. Should I look at the camera screen or and I'm YouTube living from my fancy studio. Now it's my bedroom. As you can see, I just got out of the shower. I look slick. All right, all right, all right. So tonight there will be a new episode of Star Trek Discovery, but I hadn't had the time yet this past week to talk about the first two episodes, which premiered last weekend. So I figured this would be a perfect time as any to do so. And I figured, you know what? Let's just do it YouTube live style, impromptu, not polished, not teleprompt, not scripted. Um, so I have a few notes here, a few thoughts of mine about the ah. It really hurts when I speak, man. Wow. Um, I have a few notes here, a few thoughts about Star Trek Discovery's first two episodes. I'm gonna make it brief because it hurts like hell when I speak right now. I hope this sore would get healed soon. Um, it felt to me the first two episodes felt like a TV movie, which there's nothing wrong with that actually. I kind of feel indifferent about it right now. Um, I don't hate it. I understand why they said it that way. I think it's a smart marketing move. Um, it's a you know how they say you go out in a blaze of glory. Well, this is you enter in a blaze of glory. This is a grand entrance. Um, Not only that they set up the whole context, but it's done in a way that feels and looks and behaves like a TV movie, a 2 hour TV movie, and then which is great because at least they actually put it on a small screen, as opposed to Marvel's Inhumans, which put the first two episodes on the big screen in freaking IMAX theaters too. I was like, what the hell? It really insults the IMAX going experience because what you saw, if you've seen Inhumans in IMAX theaters, you would recall that it is not IMAX worthy at all. So at least I appreciate the fact that Star Trek Discovery, was not released on the big screen or in theaters. Mm. So it's okay that it feels like a TV movie because it's for TV. Um, Another note that I have here, because it feels like a TV movie. I've mentioned to you before that my complaints about the Star Trek prequel movies, not prequel, I'm sorry, alternate timeline movies with Chris Pine and Carl Urban. There have been three movies now. Is that they are all about uh, bad guys. Good guys versus bad guys, good versus evil, which is fine because in a movie that is what you need. You need a protagonist, and which is the Enterprise crew, and then you need an antagonist. Um, but the Star Trek TV series, why I love the TV series, especially Star Trek: The Next Generation, which I grew up on. Uh, the reason why I love those episodes are because it's all about exploration. Well, let me correct myself. It's not all about exploration. It's mostly about exploration. Um, to boldly go where no man has gone before, to to discover. Hence the title, Discovery, right? Um, Unfortunately, this first two episodes, these first two episodes, this TV movie, uh, that premiered last weekend is not about exploration. Was not about you know discovering things. They kind of hinted it in the beginning, and also there's that one guy. Oh, by the way, before I go further, this video will contain spoilers. Okay, spoiler alert. So if you don't want to hear spoilers, don't watch further. That one guy who said to Sunika's character, "We're just explorers. We're not soldiers." When their ship got attacked. So it's hinted, but it's not fully shown that they explore, that they are explorers, because it's back to the format of the big screen movies again, which is good guy versus bad guy, and the bad guys in this case are the Klingons. Um, and it seems like from the preview for tonight's episode and the subsequent episodes, um, it's not gonna be procedural. I guess part of me was hoping this would be procedural, but I guess because the TV landscape these days um, are not procedural. The popular ones are like Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, and all the Netflix shows. They're none of them. Well, with the exception of the few, most of them are not procedural. So I think that's the format that Star Trek Discovery is going with. It's gonna follow Sonika's character. Her name is not Captain. She's not Captain yet. Michael Burnham. That's cool too. That her first name is a man's name. That's pretty cool. So it's gonna follow her. I guess you could say evolution, the evolution of her character, because spoiler alert, from the premiere last weekend, we saw how her Vulcan upbringing, her Vulcan teachings, sort of led her to some questionable judgment, questionable decision. I hate to use the word from Star Trek. I hate to use the term from Star Wars universe, but you kind of wonder, is he a part of the dark side or the good side here, or because it seems like Michelle Yeoh's character, Michelle plays her captain or played her captain. It seemed like she was like the the all around idealist person, all around good captain. Um, but at the end of that episode, it seems like even Michelle Yeoh's characters, thinking, yeah, Michael, you do have a point. I may not agree with you, but you have a point. So I think that's what the show is going for here. The shades of gray, so it's not black and white. Um, there will be some decision making, I think, going forward that will be questionable as well. But it goes back to that whole concept of um, will the ends justify the means? Um, can you sacrifice a few for the sake of many? That kind of stuff. So I guess a part of me was hoping for a procedural series, and something along the line of what I grew up on, Star Trek: The Next Generation, because the episodes were about relationships of the characters within that ship. Um, but engage, make it so, and all those famous lines. Shut up, Wesley. But I don't know if we're gonna get that in Star Trek Discovery. I think it's gonna be really in the lines of what the trend is in current TV landscape right now, instead of procedural. And so that's what we're gonna just have to get used to as Star Trek fans. Um, what do I think about this lead character, Michael? First of all, I think it's great that they have an African American woman as the lead. Um, following in the historical footstep of Nichelle Nichols. but Nichelle was a supporting actress in the original series. So I commend Sonika for her role as the lead, her performance as well. I think I, it's too early to judge for me whether or not I like this character, Michael. But I think Sonika's doing a fine job so far, um, because we the audiences are still like and I think that's the show's intention. We're leaving the audiences uh, full of caution about Michael. You were like wondering, okay, do we follow her to the ends of the earth, or should we not? What type of um, what type of hero is she? And I think her, because the next episodes or the subsequent episodes will be about her integrating herself into this new team headed by Captain Lorca, played by Jason Isaacs, and you're gonna see conflicts between Michael and the rest of Lorca's crew, whether or not they're gonna get along, and can Jason Isaacs' character Lorca can he entrust her with some a few decision makings. So it's an evolution of a character that will, I think, lead to uh, the forming of Michael as a full-on captain. It seems that she is one of those. She's gonna have to learn a lot. It's like a metal being put through the fire in order for you to shape it. Like a blacksmith. So she's gonna go through a lot with Lorca's crew before she gets to that respectable reputation, or somebody that others can follow. Um, I think that's what this whole season arc is going to be about, and I don't mind at all. Um, I just wish. I guess that's where the relational. When I said earlier about conflicts between Michael and the rest of the crew, I think that's where the drama's gonna be. So not necessarily, Wesley, um, Riker type of procedural relationship, but it's more like going this. Is it gonna reach that destination? Reach her into becoming a great leader? That's the question mark. Um, excuse me. So overall, I thought it was a decent premiere. I did not have any quarrel about the Klingons looking differently. I know they look different, but I think Klingons have looked different over the history of this franchise, over the course of Star Trek in generality. Um, I know we're so used to Worf's version in Star Trek: The Next Generation, but you know what? I don't mind if other versions take creative freedom about how Klingons should look. Um, I think the spoiler alert, the albino Klingon. On the other side, because we're gonna see the evolution of Michael's character, but we're gonna also see the evolution of this albinous character into becoming whatever that he's destined to. Um, so, and at the end of the season, or maybe spilling over to the next season, we're gonna see that clash again between the Klingons and the Starfleet. But in between, we're gonna see how the season arc shapes and forms these two characters, especially Sonika's Michael Burnham. So those are my thoughts. I did enjoy it. I did not hate it. All right, but I'm not like, oh my god, I love those two premiere episodes. No, I wasn't there. Especially the fact that I really, have been a big fan of Michelle Yeoh, and so the fact that they killed her off so early in the game, I was like, oh man, come on, the one cool Asian character. We Asians don't get a lot of roles like that on TV. So I was like, oh man, apparently she's only a special guest star, only for the first premiere episodes. So For us Asians everywhere, I was like, bummer. Okay. That's about it. Those are my thoughts about Star Trek Discovery. Sorry if there were a lot of spoilers here, but go check out the third episode premiering tonight on CBS All Access. By the way, this show is only available on CBS All Access, and Rama Screen is an affiliate part of CBS All Access. So if you subscribe to the CBS All Access through the link that I give you, then Rama Screen will get some percentage of that, and it would help support this channel significantly. So please go to the description box below this video. I will post the link there, and make sure you subscribe to CBS All Access, and make sure you tell your friends to use that link to subscribe to CBS All Access as well, in order to enjoy Star Trek Discovery. Live long and prosper. I have been and always shall be your friend. Engage. Make it so. Shut up, Wesley. Let's rock this.